Hello everyone, welcome to Time's online video session. Hope you are all doing good. So, in this session, we are looking into square arrangement for IBPS RRB PO and Clerk Prelims exam. Okay. Now, before we go into the questions, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Time for Bank SSCCGLE. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos we upload in our channel, right? Okay, so now these are the directions we have. Says these questions are based on the following information. Says 8 persons. Now 8 is an even number. So normally in a square arrangement or a circular arrangement, we need to always focus on the number of persons, because when you have even number of persons, we can have positions opposites to one another. So we have K, L, M, N, O, P, Q and R are sitting around a square table such that 4 persons are sitting at the corners of the table facing towards the center. Okay. So corners facing towards the center, and the remaining 4 persons are sitting at the middle of the sides facing away from the center. So corners are facing the center, middle of the sides are facing away from the center. And then he says the following information is known. Okay, so let's first get the arrangement and then we'll look into the information. Okay, so we have a square arrangement, right? So let us take that. So there are 4 people seated at the corners facing the center. Okay, and then there are 4 people seated in the middle of the sides and are facing away from the center. That's the information we have, right? Now, the first condition is N sits to the immediate left of P, who means P faces towards the center. So P compulsorily should face the center, because whenever you have the word who, it refers to the person just before. So P faces the center and N is immediate left of P. So for P to face the center, it has to occupy one of the corners. So let's take P facing the center here, and N is immediate left of P. Now we know for facing the center, clockwise direction is identified as the left. So we will have N in that position, immediate left of P. Okay, right. Then, now P is an immediate neighbor of K. Okay, so P is an immediate neighbor of K. Now one immediate neighbor of P is N, the another immediate neighbor of P is K. So P is an immediate neighbor of K. So K will be here. Then only 2 persons sit between N and R. Okay, so only 2 people sit between N and R. Okay, let's check that. Now 2 people between N and R on one side, that means if I take the anti-clockwise direction, 2 people are P and K, you can have R here. On the other side, in the clockwise direction, leaving 2 people, you can have R here. So basically, R is going to occupy in one of these 2 corners. Okay, 2 persons between N and R. Okay, so we'll come to that, 2 persons between N and R. Let us see further what instruction we have. Then L sits second to the left of M. Okay, and he says R sits adjacent to neither M nor O. Okay, so R is adjacent to neither M nor O. Okay, so for that point, we can now take another arrangement. Okay, so basing on that, we will look into the positions. So we'll take 2 arrangements for this. So one more arrangement is we'll take another square, because we know that there are 2 positions for fixing R. So we take this towards the center corners and the sides will be away from the center. And we fix P here, N here and K here. Okay, so these are the two arrangements that we get. Now, two persons between N and R, we know that. Okay, so leaving a gap of two people, you can have R here in the right side of N, which is clockwise direction. On the other side, in the anti-clockwise direction, left side of N, you can have R here. Correct? So, that is what we have, two persons between N and R. Okay. And then we had L sits second to the left of M. Okay. So, L is second to the left of M. So, if L has to be second to the left of M, now where are the possibilities we need to check? Okay. So, second to the left of M. So, can I have M here? Because then towards the center, left is clockwise, second to the left, you already have R. So, you cannot have here. Now, can I have M here? Now, facing away from the center, anti-clockwise direction is the left side, second to the left, you already have N. So, M cannot be here. Same way fixing M here, not possible because clockwise direction is the left, second to the left, you already have P. So, the only position is you fix M here such that left is anti-clockwise, second to the left of M, you can have L. Correct? So, this is one. Now, in the other side, again, we look at the same. Now, I cannot have M here because left is anti-clockwise, second to the left, you already have N. Now, I cannot have M here because second to the left, you already have R. Okay? But you can have M here, okay? So that second to the left, you can have L. And you can have M here, so that second to the left, you can have L. Okay? So there are two positions where you can fix M. Great. Now further, what other instruction? One last instruction is R sits adjacent to neither M nor O. Okay. So R is adjacent to neither M nor O. Now unfortunately, see here, we have R adjacent to M. So I cannot use this arrangement anymore. So R should be adjacent to neither M nor O. Now since R is here, R should not be adjacent to M. That means this is the only position for M, then second to the left of M you have is L. And then you cannot have O also in this position. So O will be here because R is adjacent to neither M nor O. Correct? And who's the remaining person we have? K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Okay. So K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. So we will fix Q and R. So that way we have our final arrangement. Understood that? So you need to know which condition is giving you possibilities and then subsequently which is the condition that is also eliminating the possibilities. So parallelly you can work it out and get our arrangement. Okay. Right. So now basing on this, let's have a look into the questions. Now the first question is, what is the position of P with respect to O? So he's asking what is the position of P. So from O we have to check. So from O, what is the position of P? So if I take in the anti-clockwise direction, first, second, third to the left, because for facing away from the center, third to the left we have. And if I take clockwise direction, it will be first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Fifth to the right can also be given. Okay. So it is either third to the left or fifth to the right. Yeah. So you do have third to the left available, choice 1. Okay. Then 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Find the one that doesn't belong to that group. Okay. So we have N, Q, L, O, K. So let us see N, Q, L, O, K. So we have N, Q, L, O, K. So what do you observe there? N, Q, O and K, they all are sitting in the middle of the sides facing away from the center. but L is the one who is sitting at a corner facing towards the center. So L is going to be our odd one out. Third option. Yes? Okay. Then, how many persons sit between L and R when counted to the right side of L? Okay, between L and R when you count to the right of L. Let us check. Now it says between L and R when you count to the right side of L. Now see, L is towards the center, right is anti-clockwise. So how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 people between L and R when you count to the right side of L. Correct? So 5 will be our answer. And that is available in choice 2. Okay. Then, which of the following statements is definitely true? Okay, so let's check that. First one, N and Q sit at corners. Second, N sits opposite L. So let us check both of these. N and Q sit at corners, N sits opposite L. N and Q sitting at corners? No. Is N opposite to L? No. So both are not correct. So both are false. Then we have O sits immediate right of M, Q and R sit adjacent to each other. Okay, O sits immediate right of M, Q and R adjacent. Now O sits immediate right of M. Is it immediate right side? No, it is left side, because for M facing the center, clockwise direction is the left. So O is immediate left of M. So third is also not correct. Fourth, Q and R are adjacent to each other. Do I have them in adjacent positions? Yes. So Q and R is adjacent to each other. So that is what we will choose as our answer. Fourth option. Okay. Right. So fifth need not be checked. Okay. Then next, in a certain way, P is related to R, and in the same way, N is related to O. So we need to check how is P and R related, how is N and O related. Now following the same, who is related to K? Okay, P to R, N to O, who to K? So P to R. So how is P related to R? P is second to the left of R. Can I say? With respect to R, second to the left you have is P. Then N to O. So how is N? Second to the left of O, because O is facing away from the center, anti-clockwise direction is the left side. So the first person is related to the second person as the first person is second to the left of second person. Same way, first person N is second to the left of second person. Now the question is, who is related to K? So K is the second person. So from K, we need to move on the left side, second person. The second person is Q. So that is what we need to choose. So this kind of question is important. We need to be careful with regards to what he is asking. Okay, because there are two ways of asking this question. So let us look at that. See, one way is how he is asking here. He says P related to R. Same way, N related to O. So we consider first and second like this. Okay, and the question is, who is related to K? So the relation that I have got here is first person is second to the left of second person. Why? Because in our question, first person is being asked. The word related now is to be carefully checked, because there is a person given before related, there is a person given after related. Understanding the point? So we need to know how is the relation. So it is second to the left. So basing on that, we are getting our answer as Q. Q is second to the left of K, and that is available in the fifth option. So fifth is our answer according to this question. Now the same way, he can also ask, K is related to whom? Or he can also say, to which of the following is K related to, can be asked. So this is how he will ask. In our question, who is related to K? So before the word related, we need to know the person. But this question, to which of the following is K related to? So after the word related, we need to find it. So accordingly, now my relation will change. Now I have to check everything with respect to first person. Now earlier here we checked everything with respect to second person. P is second to the left of R. Then N is second to the left of O. Likewise, who is second to the left of K? It is Q. Now the relation will change. Now it is going to be second to the right. That is the relation we will have to look at. Because now with respect to first person I am going to check. So R is second to the left of P. O is second to the left of N. Correct? Check here. See here we had P, first person, second to the left of second person. Now if I want to check the second person, it is second to the right of first person. Likewise, O is second to the right of first person. Correct? Now K is related to, he is asking. So where is the second person? Second person should be second to the right of first person. So my answer now will be N. Are you understanding the point? It is not going to be Q, it is going to be N, because with respect to first person, second to the right. So here my answer is going to be N. So we need to be careful as to how a question is asked and how do we approach. This is how we need to understand. Okay. Right. So for this fifth question, our answer is Q, fifth option. Okay. Right. So these are the 5 questions you have for this set. Next. Again, these questions are based on the following information. So he says 8 students. So 8 is again an even number. So definitely we will have opposites. I, J, K, L, M, N, O and P are sitting around a square table in such a way that 4 of them sit at the corners while 4 others sit in the middle of each of the 4 sides. Those who sit at the corners face away from the center and the persons who sit in the middle of the sides face the center. Okay. So this time we have corners face away and who sit on the sides face the center. Okay. So let's take that, then we'll come to the information. Okay. So here let us take a square. So we have 4 persons sitting at the corners facing away and 4 persons sitting in the middle of sides facing the center. Okay, right. So now let's see. Now it says O, who means O, faces away from the center, sits 4 places away from M. Okay. So we know O is facing away from the center, at the same time 4 places away. So how do you understand 4 places away? It means you need to leave a gap of 3 places. A gap, or you leave a 3 places between. So away can be understood as between with a number less than that. 4 places away means 3 places between. 5 places away means 4 places between. Understanding the word between is easier. So that is how we look into. So 4th place away. So 4th place away means you need to leave a gap of 3. So that's the understanding. Okay. So between O and M, you need to leave a gap of 3 and O should be facing away from the center. Okay. So in a 8-member arrangement, if you check, we know that O has to be facing away from the center. So O will be here, any one corner. So M is 4 places away, means 4th place. You need to leave a gap of 3 persons. So whether it is on the clockwise direction or it is on the anti-clockwise direction, it is definitely going to be opposite position. So O and M are now diagonally opposite. because they are at the corners. Okay. Then N sits third to the right of M. Okay. So right side of M, third position is N. Let us check. So right side of M. So right is clockwise direction for facing away. Third position. So first, second, third position. So right side of M, third position is N. N is third to the right of M. Okay. Right. Then next, N and L face each other. See, now this is an important word. Now what is meant by facing each other? So when he says face each other, it has to satisfy two things. One, we need opposite positions compulsory. Okay. So one, it has to be opposite positions compulsory, and two, facing center is compulsory. So when we say face each other, both the position and direction are fixed. Okay. So facing each other means you need opposite positions. Along with that, they both should be facing center. That's the understanding. Okay. So now we have N and L face each other. Okay, let us check. So N is here, N and L face each other means like this. They need to be in opposite positions and both face the center. That's the understanding. Okay, right. Then what else we have? J is an immediate neighbor of both M and I. So J should be an immediate neighbor to both M and I. Okay. So here M is already here. So J should be a neighbor to M and I. So J will be put here and I will be put at this corner, so that J is an immediate neighbor to both M and I. Correct? Okay. Then what else we have? K faces the same direction as I. Okay. K is facing the same direction as I. So I is away. So K also should be facing the same direction as I. So K will be opposite to I, because among these two, that is the only position available. Now who is the remaining person? We have the persons I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So we fix P here. So that way we get our final arrangement. Okay. Yes. So now based on this arrangement, let's have a look into the questions. Now question number 6. What is the position of P with respect to I? So I need to know the position of P. So from I we have to check. Okay. So from I, what is the position of P? Now if I take in the clockwise direction, which is the right side, first, second, third to the right we will get. If I take in the anti-clockwise direction, which is the left side, first, second, third, fourth, fifth to the left you will get. Either it is third to the right or fifth to the left is what we will have. Yeah, so we do have third to the right available. So first option. Okay. Then 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Find the one that does not belong to that group. Okay. So let's see. We have I, K, N, O, M. Right. I, K, N, O, M. So we have I, K, N, O, M. So we know it has to be N, because I, K, O and M are people sitting at the corners facing away. N is the one who is sitting on the side facing the center. So N is going to be our odd one out. So third option. Correct? Right. Then next. How many persons sit between I and L when counted to the left of I? Okay, between I and L when you count on the left side of I. Okay, so between I and L when you count to the left side of I. Now for I is facing away from the center, left is anti-clockwise. So how many people are there between I and L? There are 2 people when you count to the left side of I, which is M and J. So 2 is what we pick as our answer. Okay. Yeah, 2 is available in the third option. The answer is 2, but it is given in the third option. Okay. Then, who sits third to the right of K? Okay, let us check. third to the right of K. Now see, K is away from the center. Right means clockwise direction. So first to the right is L, second to the right is M, third to the right we have is J. So J is going to be our answer. Okay. And that's given in option 4, J. Then next, which of the following is true? He says, okay. We have N faces outside, M faces center, P faces outside, L faces center. Okay, let us check. So N outside, M inside, P outside, L inside. N, M, P, L. N outside, that is false. Okay. M inside, no, that is false. P outside, that is false. But L inside, that is definitely valid. Correct? So I am going through all the options once here. So he said N faces outside, false. That is first option. M faces inside, that is also false. Then P faces outside, that is also false. Then L faces inside, that is correct. So L facing inside is what we pick as our answer. L faces the center, fourth option. Okay. Right. So these are the questions you have for in this set. Right. Okay. So those are your questions for square arrangement. So hope whatever is discussed is understood. Okay. So before we close this, again, please do join or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. For all the bank, SSC, CGL, insurance, railway and other related exams. And we have the links for our other social media handles. This is for Telegram and this is for YouTube. This is for Instagram, Facebook. Okay. And the links are given in the description box. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. For online courses, you can enroll at t4e.info/bankssconline. Okay. So thank you and goodbye.